Here are 5 of the best self-help books of all time. 1. Paulo Coelho The Alchemist. The only fiction book on this list, The Alchemist is a seminal classic that has sold over 65 million copies worldwide. So, why is a fiction book on a self-help book list? To put it simply, the way it was written by author Paulo Coelho was unlike anything of its kind at the time. It's a fictional story, but you're just as much within main character Santiago's head as you are there beside him in his journey to discovering his personal legend. If you're looking for guidance in a general sense, are at all religious, or even agnostic, or simply want wisdom on how to discover what it is you were meant to do and become, and, honestly, probably even if none of those things apply to you, this book will quite literally change your life forever. 2. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is one of several well-known classics on this list, though I personally find it to be the most refreshing one. On one side, this self-help book is exactly what it sounds like, a guide to the habits of successful, effective people. On the other side, though, there runs an incredibly important undertone that forms the real power of the book and the prime takeaway: living with fairness and integrity is the path to maximum efficiency and success. In a world where shortcuts, secret deals, and dishonesty are prominent, Covey's classic preaches a message that the world needs more than ever, and shows you how to apply it in the form of simple, straightforward habits. 3. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. On the complete other side of the spectrum, there's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is to financial literacy what the power of now is to spiritual practice. It presents you with a complete set of sound, useful principles for living better and more effectively when it comes to money and personal finances. The book uses the contrast between 2 characters, Poor Dad and Rich Dad, to teach various financial principles. The primary takeaway is that those who aren't good with their money and have less of that way because they work for money, whereas those who are good with their money amass more of it because they learn how to make money work for them. They're generalities, but the lessons taught are no less valuable. If you want to improve your ability to manage your finances, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the perfect package of enlightening knowledge and actionable instruction. 4. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie wrote several great self-help books in his time, but How to Win Friends and Influence People is easily his best. This book is king when it comes to learning how to work and communicate with people, so I consider it required reading, especially for an introvert like myself. Carnegie does a great job of showing that good communication really has nothing to do with natural talent or smooth words, but knowing the right tactics to use with interacting with others, something everyone can do. Communication is one of the single most important skills you can work on, given how critical communication is to everything that we do. If you want, or believe you need, to become a better communicator, or simply want to get better at working with people, read this now. 5. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich is one of several old-school classics on this list, and its place is well earned. For 20 years, author Napoleon Hill studied the most successful people of his time, including Henry Ford and Alexander Graham Bell, and chronicled those findings together into one neat little package. The main takeaway? A focused, burning desire, or the power of a made-up mind, what Wayne Dyer called intention, gives us the power to achieve or acquire what we want most in life. If you're looking for insights on how to achieve your dream or a specific goal, this is a classic you can't do without. Don't forget, any book is a self-help guide if you can take something from it. Kevin Smith.